We have an amazing new collection of nail tips for you. We have 4 different shapes, 3 different lengths, 15 sizes, and on top of that we have our new Tip and Jewel thin adhesive gel to adhere them all. So we have 4 different shapes. We've got the square, almond, coffin, and stiletto, and these are all the size 00. So there's 00s, there's size 13s, so you guys have a ton of different sizes to work with. But again, we've got the short, medium, and long, and same thing for all of the different shapes. So you got short square, you've got medium square, you've got long square, and again, same thing for all of the other shapes. Now, if we take a look at a box of the tips, again, we've got the size 00 all the way through your size 13. So if you need those extra large thumbs, we've got those extra large thumbs. Those of you that have those maybe little teeny tiny little pinky nails, we also have those for you as well. So we now have our Tip and Jewel thin adhesive gel. So it's a little bit thinner than our original. You're going to be able to use it in the tube rather than out of the pot, and it's going to be super easy for your applications. Let me show you how to use it. All right, so to start our application, just like always, we're going to go through and we're going to push back our cuticles. And then we do want to go through and prep the surface of her nail and clean up that cuticle area as well. All right, I'm going to be using our new electric file. I've got my foot pedal working down below, and we've got our e-file on about 4,000 RPMs, gently going right up around that cuticle area and then feathering through the rest of the body of the nail. So just creating a little bit of texture through that surface. All right, one other bit that I like to use when I'm doing my prep is our diamond cuticle square bit. I like to use this one right up around that cuticle area just because it gets a little bit tighter in there, a little bit closer, and I feel like I can really detail that cuticle. Okay, we'll grab our swipe here. I'm just going to give the nails a quick dust off. Take a little bit of our swipe on our manicure brush, and then we'll go through and give those nails a really good cleanse. All right, we'll go ahead into our protein bond, and we're going to apply 1 coat of the protein bond all the way from cuticle to free edge. And this is going to give our gel a really great adhesion to that nail. If you feel like maybe your client might be a little bit more prone to lifting, or they might have a little bit more wear and tear on their nails, you could add a 2nd coat of the protein bond, but generally 1 coat is going to work really well. All right, so I've already chosen my sizes here, but I do want to just check really quick to make sure if there is any customizing that I need to do, if I need to maybe shorten up any sidewalls at all or round out the cuticles at all, I can go ahead and do that. So just kind of customizing just to make sure everything is going to fit really well right up into her cuticle and all the way from side to side. And then we'll check our size and shape again. Looks good. So on her pinky finger, we're using the short almond. On the ring finger, we're using the medium coffin shape. And I'll dust out the inside there just to make sure. On the middle finger, we've got the long square shape. And then on the pointer, we've got the long stiletto. This one I think I'm going to customize just a little bit more right up into her cuticle area. Just kind of tapering in along those edges. And then on the thumb, we're also doing a long almond. All right, now everything looks like it's going to fit flush up on there. Now, before we actually adhere these, we want to go through and we want to prep the well of each of the tips. Because we're using our Tip and Jewel thin adhesive gel, this is a gel and it won't stick very well to a smooth and shiny surface. So we're going to do, there's a couple of options here that we can do. I'm going to switch back to my sanding band. Okay, so we're just going to go through with our sanding band and we're going to gently remove the shine, create a little bit of texture in that well, so that way our gel is going to adhere really well. So this is option number 1. Now I am going to go through all of the rest of these and we'll remove that shine, and then I'll show you option number 2. Okay, so on our pinky nail, this one I've gone through and started to try to remove the shine on that, but because the barrel of my sanding band is a little bit wider than what this nail is, so I'm going to switch over to one of our diamond bits, and this is also going to be able to remove the shine from that well, but it's a little bit skinnier and it's going to fit right up into that well, so it's not going to notch out the sides of your tip. So if you're working with those little teeny tiny nails, you can use this bit instead. Now, one other option, if you prefer not to use the electric file and you don't want to go through and remove all of the shine in there, you can also take the tip and take your protein bond and use one coat of the protein bond in the well of the tip instead of going through and removing the shine. If you really need a little extra adhesion, you can take those tips that you've already removed the shine from and also add a coat of the protein bond. That's going to just give you that really great adhesion. It's going to create that texture in there with the filing, but then also that sticky surface with the protein bond. So a couple of different options when you're applying the full cover tips. Okay, so we've got our tip and jewel thin adhesive gel. So you guys, this is going to be a little bit different from our original tip and jewel adhesive. So the original, you can definitely see that one is a little bit thicker. That one you actually had to use the spatula to scoop that out. Now with our new tip and jewel thin adhesive, this one is actually going to have a little nozzle on there. So when you're applying that to the tip, you can use that nozzle as the applicator. You're just going to be able to squeeze out as much as you need in there. You can also use that nozzle to kind of move that product, and you can see that it is just slightly self-leveling. So it's a little bit more self-leveling and a little bit smoother application than the thicker adhesive. Personal preference, but now we've got another option for you. Before I put the cap back on, I am going to use a lint-free wipe to clean off that top part so that way you don't get your gel into the nozzle. So a couple other great things with this. In the tube, you're going to get double the amount that you get in the jar. All right, so let's go ahead, now that we've got the nails all prepped, we've got her nails prepped, we've got our tips prepped, let's go ahead and do our application. So again, we're going to open up the tube. To do your application, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that product right into the well of the tip. So we're going to squeeze that right in there. And again, I can use that nozzle to move that from side to side or down the length of the well, just to really get that spread out. Now, if you like to, you can just leave that little drop right in the center. But then what I like to do is we're going to start at a slight downward angle with the tip. We're not going to just press it down flat on there. I'm going to start at a slight downward angle, and I'm going to touch the well of the tip, just that back edge down to the nail. I'm not going to start rocking it down yet, but you're going to actually see that gel adhere. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to slide that tip down the length of the nail, and you can see it almost coats the nail with a little bit of that adhesive. So just giving that nail just kind of a tacky surface to adhere to, and then I'm going to set our tip down into that. So we're going to touch that back area of our tip down, slide it back towards the cuticle, and then we're just going to gently rock that tip down. And just gently rocking that down, and I slide a little bit closer, so I do start with a little bit of space by that cuticle area, so that way if any of my product does squeeze out the back end, I can grab an orange wood stick or my cuticle pusher and just make sure to clean that off before I do cure onto the nail. So again, we're just going to slide that back, rocking that down until the adhesive comes all the way down to the free edge. Just a little bit of pressure. I'm going to hold that right in place. Again, if any of that adhesive did come out the back end, go ahead and remove that. Making sure my tip is nice and straight. I'm going to turn my touch cure light on, and I'm just going to kind of wave that over the adhesive. So I'm not just curing that instantly. By kind of waving that light over the nail, it's going to slowly cure that, and she's not going to end up feeling a heat spike. One more last little bit of that product right around there. Now, when you're doing a full set, I like to use that touch cure light to freeze that product into place. So now I can go on to my next nail. We are going to get this whole set into the light to fully cure, but this way I can do my application all the way through, and then I'll get that hand into the light to fully cure. So again, apply a little bit of our thin adhesive in the well. We're going to start with that tip at a slight downward angle, touch it down, kind of drag that gel right across the surface of the nail to get a little bit of that adhesive on there. And then we're going to set that down, slide back to our cuticle. If you feel like it's pushing a little bit of that adhesive out from underneath there, go ahead and pick it up, Start a little bit closer to the cuticle, set that tip down, bring that back towards the cuticle. I'm just going to kind of hold it in place there. Put a little bit of pressure on the free edge, pressing down that adhesive until it gets to the end. Now I feel like I've pressed that tip down to where it's meeting her nail, but you can see there's still a little bit of space in there that's not covered with adhesive. If that happens, lift up on the free edge, scrape the rest of that adhesive back into the well, and you can go ahead and apply a little bit more. So don't panic if that happens. Don't panic if maybe you didn't have enough adhesive in there. Go ahead and add just a little bit more, and then you can re-adhere that. So same thing again, we're going to start back by the cuticle area, touch that down, slide back towards the cuticle, and then just gently start to rock that down. Again, I'm going to hold that right by my cuticle, and now I've got enough of that adhesive all the way to that free edge. And if anything squeezes out, make sure to clean that off. And then again, I'm just going to hold that right down, making sure everything's adhered. We'll hit that with our touch cure light, freezing that nail into place. All right, so now that we have all 5 of those set into place, we'll go ahead and put the whole hand into the light. We're going to get that into the light. We're going to cure that for a full 60 seconds to cure that gel all the way through. All right, so her nails are fully cured out at this point. So depending on what you're going to do on top of these is going to kind of depend on where you go from here. So we are going to go through and kind of shape up her edges a little bit, take off that little kind of edge on the point there. If you do need to do any reshaping or customizing at all, you are welcome to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go through, just clean up the edges, clean up that free edge a little bit. But because we already have that shape in there, we don't really have to do a whole lot of changing the shape or customizing. So it should be just nice and quick and easy all the way through. Just cleaning up that free edge a little bit. Now we are going to be finishing these nails with a gel polish, so I do want to go through and remove the shine from the surface. And I am going to start with that diamond cuticle square bit. I'm going to work right up around my cuticle area here in case I need to taper down or clean up that cuticle. If there is maybe just a tiny little bit of that gel that did squeeze out, I can use that bit right up around the cuticle area, just gently feathering through, and again removing any extra gel that squeezed out or thinning and tapering out that cuticle area. Again, at this point you could use just the sanding band, but again I like to use the diamond bit because I feel like it gets right up into that cuticle area, gets everything nice and tapered. And you will notice that you don't have to do a lot of tapering at that cuticle area. The tips are fairly thin and flexible at the cuticle, so they're a little bit more reinforced at the tip, but nice and thin at that back cuticle area. So makes it really nice and easy to blend the cuticle area, but you're still going to have that nice durability at the free edge. All right, so this one, it did have just a little bit of a gap in that back area. So for this one, I'm going to grab my safety bit coarse, and I'm just going to blend that down a little bit more. Okay, so once we have the nails blended at the cuticle area, then I will switch back to my sanding band, and we'll go through and just gently remove the shine through the whole nail. So if you were going to be just polishing these nails with just our air dry polish, then I would probably go through with just maybe a 180 grit buffer, and you could just gently buff the surface of them. You don't have to completely remove the shine, but when I'm polishing our air dry polishes, I do like to have just a little bit of texture. I think your polish goes on a little bit smoother than having that shiny surface. All right, so now that we've got the shine removed, I'm actually going to go ahead and polish up her nails off camera, and then we're going to show you one more technique that you can do with our Tip and Jewel thin adhesive. So I've gone through and we've applied our gel polish, and I've actually top coated these. You could do your top coat either before your charm or after, personal preference. I think I may even top coat one more time just in case after we do apply the charm. But we're going to go ahead and grab our charms, and we're going to use a couple of our little roses today. And to apply that, we're going to take our Tip and Jewel Thin Adhesive Gel. And you can either apply it to the nail or you can apply the adhesive right to the backing of your charm. It's a personal preference, whichever works better for you. Sometimes I'll apply it to the nail, sometimes I'll apply it to the charm, but we're just going to put a tiny little dab right onto the nail. I am going to grab my Touch Cure Light one more time just to have that on hand, and we'll go ahead and set our charm right down into that adhesive. Give it a little bit of pressure to hold it where it's at. Take a look, and I'm just going to kind of check and make sure it's lined up. So then we're going to just take our Touch Cure Light and we're going to make sure that our adhesive is sealed all the way around the base. You can use the Touch Cure Light to just freeze that into place, and then we will do a final cure in the full UV LED light. Now, if you feel like you need to, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and top coat. So we'll go ahead and apply one coat of our top coat right up to the base of that charm, all the way around. Now, as I'm putting on my top coat, you'll notice that I'm not getting that top coat all the way back up to that cuticle area. I'm not able to get that brush right back into that cuticle area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that top coat, set that right onto my art palette, and I'm going to grab either our micro detailer brush, or I think I'm just going to use our larger liner brush. Take a little bit of that top coat and get that right back into those areas that my polish brush didn't reach. So this way we're going to be able to seal all the way around that charm and all the way back to the cuticle. Now we still want to take a little bit of that top coat and just basically run that right around the base of the charm, so it really holds that charm into place and sets it right down into that nail. Right around all of the edges. And once you have that all the way around the edge, we'll go ahead and pop that back into our light for another 60-second final cure. All right, so our nail is completely cured out and she's got a beautiful set. So now you guys can see all of the different great shapes and lengths that we have for our tips now. And we've also got that amazing Tip and Jewel Thin Adhesive Gel to make your tip applications easier. Now you've been able to see all of the different lengths, all the different shapes of tips that we have, and you've also been able to see how to use the new Tip and Jewel Thin Adhesive Gel to apply those tips and to apply your charms. Now you got to check out the bundle deal that we've got available for you on our Black Friday sale. You get to choose any 2 of the boxes of tips. You also get the Tip and Jewel Thin Adhesive Gel, and it comes in a super cute bundle bag to carry all of your tips around with you. And all of that is going to be $50. It's a $107 value, but you get it for $50.